A massive magnitude 8.8 earthquake struck off the coast of Russia, triggering tsunami warnings and evacuations in more than 20 countries.
The Klyuchevskoy volcano in eastern Russia began erupting shortly after the 8.8 magnitude earthquake that struck off the Kamchatka coast, the worst earthquake in over a decade and one of the top 6 strongest earthquakes on record, according to geological surveys. Cameras observing the volcano captured explosions and a powerful glow, with a descent of hot lava observed on the western slope. Reportedly, the volcano had been showing signs of unrest in the weeks leading up to the earthquake. Experts have now warned that the earthquake could trigger or exacerbate volcanic eruptions. While yesterday's large earthquake did not cause the eruption to begin, it did likely increase the vigour of the eruption, including some ash emissions. Klyuchevskoy, which rises 4,754 meters above sea level on Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire.
Today, more than 400 active volcanoes shape life on the Pacific Rim. Geologists call it the Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire is an enormous belt of active and dormant volcanoes that surrounds most of the Pacific Ocean. It runs from southern Chile, up the western coast of the Americas, through the islands of Alaska, across to Russia, down to Japan and then the Philippines, through Indonesia, and reaching as far as New Zealand.
August 1883, Indonesia. The Krakatoa volcano blew itself to pieces, creating the loudest sound in recorded history. June 1991, the Philippines. Mount Pinatubo blasted debris 22 miles into the atmosphere. Suffocating ash swamped over 2,500 square miles. And in May 1980, Mount St. Helens caused $1 billion of damage.
These volcanoes arise because of subduction, the movement of a tectonic plate under a neighboring plate, which lowers the melting point of a rock in the mantle. The rock turns to magma, rises to the surface, and erupts as a volcano. About 2/3 of the volcanoes that have erupted since 1960 were in the ring, and more than 80% of earthquakes with a magnitude of 8.0 or higher have also occurred there.
Oh my god, we're having an earthquake. Wait a minute. Hold on. One of the bridges didn't say which one collapsed.
Serious damage on the third bridge.
It is estimated that 800 million people, roughly 10% of the world's population, lives within 100 kilometers of an active volcano.
You can't predict future eruptions of a volcano until you know its character. Some of the instrumentation we use can be as simple as our own senses, but really to provide data that's quantifiable, we have to resort to high-tech equipment such as seismometers, deformation equipment, and gas analysis.
Scientists agree that the Ring of Fire will continue to be a site of significant seismic events. Analyzing volcanoes and earthquakes in the Ring of Fire could help scientists improve extreme hazard predictions and help develop early warning systems to reduce the risk to the world's population.
The shape of the Pacific will slowly change. For millions of years to come, explosive volcanoes will continue to line its shores. Dynamic proof that the Earth is never at rest.